Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like to come in my house? Oh my gosh, that's such a bad impersonation of French. Impersonation. Yeah, but that was such a bad impression of French. So anyway, guys. Oh crap. Anyway, Momojin here. Yo, fellow pawners, owners, and dragon nesters. Welcome to the second part of my special serious Abyssness series on Paladin Guide. Yes. So anyway, we're on the verge. Before I get into that, we're on the verge of Chinese New Year. Am I right? We're on the verge of Chinese New Year. That's why you have this mustache that makes you look French. Yeah. Makes me look French. Bonjour. So yeah, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and say Happy Chinese New Year and have happy holiday. Bless your reunion and may you have some festive fun and all that. Yeah, and be safe anyway. Yeah, so let's head right in. We are here to cover. Oh my fail! We're here to cover the first aspect of being a defensive paladin, and that is the skill build. Yeah, do note that this is a guide to becoming a guardian. So first off, we're gonna go ahead and have an overview of the cleric and paladin skills. I want to do this because I don't actually want to. Yeah, basically I want to do a general overview. So what happens here is when you are actually a paladin, right? You have two main branches of skill. One being the offensive tree, as you can see right here on my mouse, the left side, and one being the defensive tree, being on the right side here. Those are the main branches of skill. And you have these sub branches of skill being here and here. Your auras and your shield based damage, your shield based skill, sorry, and your provoke, your counter attacks. And yeah, as a cleric, I can't really tell which is the main branch just because they're all really important skills overall, you know what I mean? But it just depends on whether you want them or not. And yeah, so what happens here is, as a defensive paladin, you guys should all know by now, you definitely need the defensive paladin ultimate, which is the divine avatar. And to get the divine avatar, you basically have a slew of prerequisite skills dating all the way from a paladin. Like you see right now, right? You actually add the main branches of skill, and along with some other cleric prerequisite skills, and they're not much actually, if you do realize that. And in fact, because of this, it allows you with a very big it allows you for very very great flexibility with building your character. Yeah, that's why I actually seen some people actually going divine avatar and they have electric smite, which is like all the way here right before the offensive paladin ultimate, you know. But I didn't actually go ahead for that, mainly being I'm actually very focused in my role. So yeah, after covering that, right, I want to talk about as a defensive paladin, you have actually essential skills, okay, and everything else is purely optional. To me, optional. Wait, no, I'll cover that later in my build. But anyway, remember the basics I covered as a paladin, defensive paladin in the previous video. I said is basically an aggro attracting, absolute blocking, damage boosting, HP healing, tanker. Yeah, I'm right. So basically, the essential skills are all these essential skills go under these four categories. Why I say this? First one, aggro attracting. The only skill that is under this category is provoke. There you have it. I'm not going to cover the descriptions of each and every skill because you can probably go and Google that and stuff. Yeah, my guide is built on existing information that you should be able to find. Okay. So anyway, yeah, if not, this video will be too long. Moving on, absolute blocking. You have block, which is introduced in the cleric stage, the cleric job. And moving on, when you're a paladin, you have stance of faith, and you have the auto blocks and the aerial blocks. These are not really important. The auto blocks and the aerial blocks are not really important because they're by chance. I mean, to me at least. And you have the iron will. To me, this are absolute. Iron will is not really absolute blocking, but it somehow boosts it boosts your damage reduction significantly. So yeah, moving on, damage boosting. Damage boosting being For physical damage boosting, you have your armor break. When you whack that on the enemy, believe me, your teammates, they will feel their damage really has like a tremendous boost. And for fire based and ice based skills, you have the elemental aura to boost. But the great thing about it is you also augment their defenses against those kind of attacks. And in conviction aura, it's basically the light version of elemental aura, being you have boosted boosted what? You have boosted light based damage and light based defenses against light based damage. So yeah, that's how I put it systematically. I hope you actually understand and you actually see, oh, that's how you see it. Yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah. And so basically, oh my god, I was gonna say basically based on this anyway, based on this system that I just shared with you just now, right? My build is my goal of my build is to actually boost my these 4 essential areas of a defensive paladin. Like I say again, aggro attracting, absolute blocking, damage boosting, and HP healing. So my build is like this. Besides getting the ultimate called Divine Avatar and all the prerequisite skills along with it, I have my aggro attracting aspect will be my provoke is max. It's level 6 now. And moving on, absolute blocking. My block is max. My block sounds like poo. Anyway, my block skill is max, along with my stance of faith and iron will. Okay, and moving on, we have damage boosting. Damage boosting, being armor breaker, elemental aura, and conviction aura, all maxed out. I mean, at current level 40, your armor break can only reach level 6, elemental law at level 3, conviction aura at level 2. Moving on, HP healing. You have, as a paladin, you only have one HP healing skill, and that's heal. And you are introduced to that at the most basic job, and that being and cleric. And yeah, I have it max as well. It's heal. Yeah. In addition to that, like I said, you remember I said about something. Everything else is purely optional. I actually went ahead and gotten myself the basic level of Sacred Hammering. Actually, it's level 2 now, but I actually added. But anyway, Sacred Hammering to boost my stun chance. My stun chance on normal hitting. In addition to that, I went ahead and gotten Shield Charge because I view it as a very strong movement based skill, along with Divine Breaker. I didn't max this skill, but I just got a level 1. All these optional skills, I actually have them level 1 just to boost my other areas. Sliding Step, I'm getting it maxed out. Dive Kick, I got it level 1. You can't really add anymore, but yeah, I got this level 1 because I see it as a movement based skill. You know this? When I do this? Yeah, I see it as a movement based skill. Along with this, Uninterrupted Sprint, very convenient for me. And this Shin Breaker, it's called Divine Breaker, but I'm just calling it Shin Breaker because it sounds better. I don't know when, actually, I was actually quite oblivious when they actually changed it to that name anyway. And you have it, there you also have the Aerial Evasion, which is the very important skill, whereby you can, this is the only skill that allows you to jump out of being juggling. Juggling. Not juggling, you are being juggled. Yeah, along with it, you have the free skill Aura Restoration. Why not? It enhances my healing, so why not? And along with, I maxed out all the other stat-based skills here, being toughness, physical mastery, mental mastery, and mind conqueror. So there you have it. That's my build. Okay, so let's go ahead and conclude it here on this aspect. Remember, like I said before, how the principle that's like remember in the introduction video I said skills is far more important than your stats, and how that principle that I believe in applies here is in such a way that this aspect right here will be the core of a defensive paladin. Yeah, right there you have it. Core as in, I'm going to show it off like here. The core, yeah, that core, And the other aspects like the equipment build, your heraldry build here will be built upon this core aspect being the skills. I'm going to elaborate more on that. You're like, oh, why it sounds very funny, but I will elaborate more when I actually cover, then you will start making sense. But anyway, there you have it, guys. That's my skill build and my encouragement to you guys on being a defensive paladin. So please rate, comment, subscribe. See you in the next part of the video. Ciao, guys.